Welcome back. Time now for the latest, very latest in sports. Robinson Okenya is here for that. Robinson, good evening. Any golden news for us?
Good evening to you, Ben. Definitely, Kenya got his first gold medal today. And as we were speaking yesterday, the drama that we had in the Champions League was something, you know, to bring entertainment into football lovers' houses. But let's begin and get into the thick of sports. And now we begin with Gold Coast, Australia. And after an 8-day wait, Kenya has finally won a gold medal in the ongoing Commonwealth Games in Gold Coast, Australia. Wycliffe Kinyamal bagged the gold in the 800-meter finals, beating 7 other athletes to emerge the winner in a time of 1 minute, 45.1 seconds.
Kinyamal coming wide on the outside. What a move from the Kenyan. He's absolutely streaking away now. He's laid down the gauntlet. Amos is hanging on, but he'll really be hurting. Kinyamal leads. Amos is tiring, and Langford's coming. Amos's charge is gone. Langford, can he seize the gold on the line? So tight, so close, but the gold goes to Kinyamal. A brilliant silver for Langford, and Nigel Amos is denied the golden piece of history by an amazingly brave performance from the youngster.
Let's move to rugby now. And after being appointed Kenya Simba's head coach on a 2-year contract, New Zealand national Ian Snook has a lot of learning to do as he shapes up the national team that is expected to qualify for the 2019 World Cup in Japan. And as Moses Wahisi now reports, Snook brings with him a vast experience, but he has never faced a World Cup qualifiers test in his coaching career.
The Kenya Rugby Union is officially starting its 15th World Cup 2019 qualifiers campaign with a new tactician, Ian Snook, who will be assisted by his countryman Murray Ralston as he heads the Simba's national team. The duo have been appointed on a 2-year contract and given a target of qualifying for the 2019 World Cup, a journey that with the vast experience the two new men in charge have never faced.
No, I haven't been involved in taking a team to the World Cup before, and I haven't worked at that level.
Former tactician Jerome Powaters almost guided the Simbas to the 2015 World Cup, where the team failed to advance on a superior aggregate, and it will not get any easy for Ian Snook, who has a lot of learning to do before cementing his intended new tactics.
My exposure to Kenyan rugby was virtually nil. The closest I'd ever been was coaching in South Africa.
We put in quite a lot of work within a short time, and I'm very sure with that positive nature, it's all about the attitude.
Kenya's Simba's journey to the 2019 Japan World Cup will start against Morocco in Rugby Africa Gold Cup clash that will double up at the qualifiers on June 23rd this year in Casablanca, Morocco, a tie that the team will be under the watchful eye of Ian Snook, a coach who brings with him a vast wealth of experience, having coached professionally for the past 33 years. Moses Wahisi, Ktn Sports.
From Nairobi, let's move to Embu now. Jackson Kavesa emerged the winner in the 5,000-meter finals as the Kenya Secondary School Term 1 Games got into Day 3 in Embu County. Mary Mora was victorious in the 200 and 400-meter races, and Abula Ahmed has more from Embu County.
This is Brookside Term 1 Games highlights. Brookside, nurturing sports, talents and academics.
Track and field events came to a close on Thursday in Day 3 of Brookside Secondary School Term 1 Games at the Kigari Teachers Training College in Embu County. After having to settle for silver on Wednesday, Jackson Kavesa came strong in boys 5,000 meters final as he beat Robert Kirob to emerge victorious in 14 minutes 25.1 seconds. 1,500 meters final saw stiff competition between defending champion Mike Kibet and Justus Soget. The latter took gold in 3 minutes 39.6 seconds. World Under-18 silver medalist Mary Mora won both 200 and 400 meters as Josephine Wanjiku stunned 5,000 champion Catherine Relin in a battle of two in 10,000 meters. Focus will now shift to the semi-finals of rugby, basketball, hockey and handball on Friday. Abula Ahmed, Ktn Sports in Embu County.
Brookside is offering all-rounded boys and girls a chance to win a university scholarship. Play in the Brookside Term 1 games at Kangaroo High School in Embu. Get scouted, score a minimum of A- in KCSE or its equivalent, and be up for final selection. Brookside, nurturing sports, talents, and academics.
As the countdown to the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia continues, MultiChoice has promised its subscribers an experience that will feature all the 64 matches, inclusive of football history. Consequently, emphasis has been put on the need to improve local sporting facilities to suit international standards to enable Kenya to host future international events.
We are trying to improve our facilities to the level that you go to any big facility, be it in Brazil or in the UK or the Wembley stadiums, then you can find it in Kasarani. You can find it in Nyayo. And we are going to partner up with all our counties so that each county should have an international standard stadium or facility that if at all an international event is there, then they can be able to host.
As a Kenyan, of course, I am hoping for one day when we'll be watching Kenya, you know, reliving the memories of Kenya at the World Cup, and maybe even host the World Cup one of these days, so that we can really enjoy it here up close and personal.
Well, Real Madrid joined Bayern Munich, AS Roma, and Liverpool in the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League yesterday after getting a win on aggregate and qualify to the semi-finals at the expense of Juventus. And that is where we wrap it up here on Ktn Sports. My name is Robinson Okenye. I take you back to Ben Kitili.
Thank you, Robinson. A lot happening there. Robinson and the team will be keeping an eye on what's happening in Gold Coast, Australia, to track how Team Kenya will be performing. That's where we leave it on KTN Prime this Thursday night. Many thanks for joining us. Be sure to join me at the top of the hour on KTN News on Bottom Line Africa as we take a look at some of the biggest stories on the continent. We'll be talking to the Deputy Registrar of the East African Court of Justice after they just concluded conference here in Nairobi. What are some of the resolutions they have come up with? Later on, we will be having a political discussion on the changing face of political leadership on the continent. Be sure to stand by for those discussions later on Bottom Line Africa. I'm Ben Kitili. Bye for now.